Why does this suck ass? I'm gonna tell you. Well, it starts off with a girl babysitting a guy named Johnny. And from the way she speaks to this unseen kid, he is a kid. And then she goes out to the main room and starts toying with the phone app. This is the majority of the film. It takes about 2 minutes and 38 seconds in for us to actually see even something remotely scary. And we don't actually get to see the creature or the thing that attacks her. When she's playing with the phone app, she's using a bunny effect. And all of a sudden, around that mark, it registers another face behind her. So in terror, she grabs the phone, whips it around. The face is still there. So she calls out that if it's the kid, she's not going to be very happy. However, her tone of voice in the beginning makes it sound like she's babysat for this kid before. So even if it's dark and hard to see, you should still know that it's not this kid, because you should at least know what his height is compared to the height of this thing. And then when it finally attacks, they use an effect that's meant to stimulate like a loss of hearing. You know, that whole, this effect. Why do I hate that, misuse of effect here? Because that effect is used to simulate loss of hearing. Whether it's from, a giant explosion or, a hit to the head from, a boxing match or something. Or even a loud noise. Something that causes momentary loss of hearing. And yes, technically a head, hit can cause that, but she wouldn't be so lucid, so, ability to get up, grab the phone, and react as quick as she did to things if she had had that, big of a head blow to cause this event. She would at least be down for 2 minutes at the most, but she gets up almost immediately. So it doesn't really work here at all. They should have played some scary music in this scene instead of that effect, because this is when shit gets real, really real. You should play some scary music instead of having a misuse of this sound effect. And now comes the attack scene. I hate this! Why? I'm fine with not being able to see the entity. I mean, it kind of leaves stuff up to the imagination, and you kind of want that in a film like this. I think that's what it was going for. But you really don't want to use what I like to refer to as the shadow attack method. This is where you don't actually get to see the attack or the killing take place. You just get to see a shadow of it. So you get to think what this looks like in your head, but at the same time you don't. But here, though, it just looks like she's having a seizure and screaming. If this was to be done right, you would at least get a shadow of the entity attacking her. Instead, you just get this. That's it. That's all you get with that. You just get the bunny at mouth opening its mouth, roaring at her, attacking her. Phone falls down. You use this effect that could have been used correctly because you technically set it up to be used correctly. Instead, you don't use it for jack shit and just make it look like you're having a seizure and screaming and then all of a sudden just fall down and... What? This lady, this channel clearly does not know how to make a proper short horror film. And on top of that, it builds no suspense. It doesn't even have background music. And I said in one of my videos that if a video is done correctly, you don't need background music. But 99% of all of the short films I've came across so far need the background music, or else you end up with a film like this, or a film like The Smiling Man. Because in both of these films, you don't have background music, so you can't really feel the fear, feel the intensity, or feel what the character's feeling, or put yourself in their shoes. All of which you want to do! Yeah. I mean, and at the very end, they try to, add some kind of comedy in it by her getting a text message. What? Girl, channel, do us all a favor. Don't ever make another movie again, please. Or if you do, take a filmmaking course. Because, I mean, at the very end, you had the right, setup here. You can at least learn something from a filmmaking course. Otherwise, this was a giant piece of shit. Not scary in the slightest. The jump scare doesn't work at all. Nothing about this story works at all. I don't recommend it, but everyone has their own opinion. So I'm going to put the link down below for you to go watch it, to check out how big of a piece of shit this is, or maybe you'll like it. I don't know. All right. Keep watching my videos. Bye.